Meet out of Africa's North American gray wolves. I'm Dean. This is my wife, Prairie. We are the owners of Out of Africa Wildlife Park. Going for a wolf walk. These are North American gray wolves, and they're found from the Arctic area all the way down. Well, it used to be in the United States, not so many now. They have become endangered, but they are being repopulated in various areas in the northern states, even down into Montana. If we want to keep them alive, we're going to have to protect them. We are part of the pack itself. When they had their youngsters that they raised, like this one right here, we were able to be with them, go in with them, play with them. It's interesting, they taught them how to be wolves, how to handle a wolf society. The youngsters rebel at first, and then as they travel in their lives, they mature, they learn that the wolf way for them is the best way. Right now, with the movie Call of the Wild, wolves are getting a lot of attention. Dogs also. And it's important to understand the connection that we have with nature, both the animal kingdom as well as the environment that we all live in together. It's one thing to see them on a screen. It's another thing to be next to them where you have the feeling of the spirit of the wild. These are wolf kisses. What's going on here? Thank you very much. Each wolf is an individual personality, the same as we are. The alpha male is the one that controls the overall view, shall we say, from the wolf's perspective of the pack itself. The alpha female controls the day, but the alpha male controls the perspective with regard to security and movement. This is Kalia in the front. She is the alpha female. Behind me is Kanab, the alpha male. Up front here, this is Guardian, one of the pups. In the background, we have Wisdom. He is a, shall we say, a second-class male. He is under Kanab, and he always wants the position to climb to so that he is in charge. He's not powerful enough to do that, so Kanab keeps him down. Many of us have an affinity toward wolves, towards dogs, domestic animals. Wolves are not domestic animals. The difference between a dog and a wolf, man tells the dog what to do. When you're with a wolf pack, the wolf pack tells man what to do.
And you listen.
The reason that we care about these wolves is because we care about ourselves. They are part of us. How would we feel if there were no wolves, if there were no animals? Would we be alone? Does man have all understanding of all of life itself? Of course not. But the animals are pure in spirit. These are heaven sent. What a good girl you are. Can I have kisses? Can I have kisses? Now you've met our North American gray wolf pack. There are some of many cute animals of Arizona. You can come and hang out with them here at Out of Africa Wildlife Park. And everybody who comes gets close, really close.
Meet TEMBA and MAWENZI, our reticulated giraffe babies. I'm Jessica. I'm the senior hoof stock keeper here at Out of Africa Wildlife Park. I help take care of all the hoof stock here at the park, as well as help do the African bush safaris. So this is TEMBA right behind me. He is the older of our two baby giraffes. TEMBA just celebrated his first birthday this past January, so he's actually currently a little over 13 months old. And the little guy back there is actually his half brother. They share the same dad. His name is MAWENZI. MAWENZI is currently only 7 months old. Female gestation period is about 15 months. When the kids are born, they actually have about a 6-foot drop out of mama. It's just nature's way to get everything going, get the fluid out of their systems. And believe it or not, baby giraffes, they can be up and walking within about 30 to 60 minutes of birth. On average, babies are about 6 feet tall when they are born, and in the first year of their life, they can actually double in size. TEMBA is actually currently pushing about 12 feet tall right now. boys have only been with us for about 2 months. Because they are so new is the reason why they're separated. This chain link fence that does sit between TEMBA and I, we have a very fancy term for that in the zoo industry. It's actually called a HOWDY fence. Essentially what that means, anytime you're trying to introduce them to other populations, they can come up, the other animals, they can say howdy, they can't hurt each other. So it is going to be temporary that they are separated. MAWENZI is just a little smaller right now, so we're waiting for him to get a little bit bigger. And then the plan is to open up the gates, and they're going to be free roaming in the 25-acre habitat with the rest of our host stock herds. TEMBA is definitely way more spirited. He's definitely a rambunctious young boy coming into his adolescence. He definitely gives us a run for our money. He's very excitable, he loves to run around, and he definitely likes to give us a hard time when it's time to put him away at nighttime for his dinner. MAWENZI is a little more sweet-spirited. He's just kind of there, you know, likes to go around, follow the keepers. He loves interaction, will come up for cookies. Both are outgoing. They both right now are coming up to our African bush safaris. We've just started allowing guests to be able to feed them on tours, and they're doing great. They already know how to work a crowd. And when you guys do come out and check them out on the African bush safari, you will be able to tell them apart. Not only is MAWENZI smaller, but he also has a really unique white face. I feel really connected to these giraffes. I have been working here at the park for about 6 years, and I've worked with the adult giraffes that we have had in our population. And seeing how these are just the 2 newest kids out here, it's just really exciting to be able to build up a new relationship with them and just to start experiencing, allowing other guests to be able to share that same passion that we do have. Not everyone will be able to visit Africa within their lifetime. So by visiting Out of Africa Wildlife Park, you too will be able to experience the spirit of Africa right here in Arizona. Now you know our reticulated giraffe babies. They're some of many cute animals of Arizona, and you can have the opportunity to feed them on your African bush safari here at Out of Africa Wildlife Park.
Meet KORA the lioness and ENOCH the black leopard. My name is Daniel Nichols, and I'm the assistant manager of the large carnivore group. This is KORA and ENOCH. They're a black leopard and a lioness that live together, and we actually introduced them when they were very young, and that's how this is possible. They actually would not like each other in the wild, but they were raised together, and that's how they're able to exist together right now. They could decide they don't like each other at any moment, and we'd have to split them up. Also, we're pretty sure the lion thinks she's a leopard, so that helps as well. This is KORA. She is a lioness. She is one of our sweetest lions that we have. We go in there with her. She jumps on us. We actually run from her. She tackles us. She just has that kind of personality where we're able to go in there with her, and we can kind of roughhouse a little bit with her just because of, you know, her personality. Just like everybody's dogs and cats at home have different personalities. ENOCH is a black leopard. He loves to lick our hands. I often hear with other people that have worked with leopards that he's one of the most social leopards they've ever seen, and didn't think of leopards being as social as he is. He's a very, very sweet cat as well. Very fun personalities. We go in there with them all the time to keep our bond strong with them. Bonding with big cats is they play with each other, and that's why we play with them as well. It's that relationship. They'll bat each other around, they'll have fun with each other, but then the next minute they'll be sitting down grooming each other. That's how that bond is formed, is that playing with each other, and they play with each other very often. I met KORA almost 9 years ago now, and KORA used to pick on me a little bit. I'd go in there and she would jump on me and jump on me and jump on me, and it was almost like she was kind of testing me. I went in there more and more and more, and she eventually just started accepting me, kind of being bored with me, which is kind of a compliment. Just like your house cat at home, when they come up to you, they rub up against your leg, they say hi to you, and they walk away. That's what she does. She comes up, she greets you, she rubs up against you, you scratch her, and then she walks away. They don't really see you as a visitor in there, they see you as belonging. belonging in there with them. You always keep in mind of, they're a very powerful animal and they can hurt you, but there is a relationship there and there is a respect there. It's very intimidating at first. It's very intimidating still at times. They'll let you know when they're upset, and that's when you're like, okay, I'm so sorry, We communicate with them. Lions say hello, we're going, oh. You gotta hear it a little bit. Every animal says hello in a different way. So lion specifically is that oh noise. When we're greeting tigers and tigers are greeting us, it's what's called a chuff. And it's like a puff of air, like a noise. And then hyenas say moo. So they all have very different ways of communication in greeting us. And so it's very important to do it back so you're also greeting them back as well. One thing I love about this facility is we have huge habitats, and huge habitats equal happy animals. They get to run around. They have plenty of room to chase each other. The other thing I absolutely love about this facility is the extreme full contact that we have. We hear people say all the time Out of Africa that they get so close to the animals, and that's because of how, we have our habitat set up so you can walk around the whole habitat, but also these animals are very used to human interaction, so they don't mind coming up to people and investigating what's going on at the fence. They see people as something interactive and not something to avoid. Now you know KORA and ENOCH. They are some of many cute animals of Arizona, and you can come meet them here at Out of Africa Wildlife Park.
Meet Bartholomew, the two-toed sloth. My name is Stacy, and I'm the manager of small mammals at Out of Africa Wildlife Park. Bart here is a two-toed sloth. He has two toes on his front feet. These 3 to 4 inch claws allow him to climb and easily maneuver himself in the trees. You can find sloths in South America. You're gonna find him in like the rainforests of Brazil, places like that. These guys can be found all throughout Central and South America, depending on the sloth species. There's 6 different species of sloths, and some of them are very endangered. They're gonna spend their days looking for food to eat, like different leaves and flowers. Hibiscus is a favorite of a lot of sloths. Bartholomew really likes cucumbers. That's one of his favorite foods. This guy only goes to the restroom 1 time a week, and he'll come down onto the ground for that 1 time just to do that, and then he goes right back up.
Breadstick.
Matchstick.
A lamppost.
Coin slot.
The thing that most people know about sloths is that they're very slow. And this is for them to conserve energy, and they have a very slow metabolism. So these guys like to spend a lot of their days sleeping in trees and curled up in a nice little ball. That aids in their camouflage. So these guys in the wild tend to grow algae in their fur, which helps give them a greenish tint, and they are camouflaged in the green upper canopy. So by being camouflaged like that, he's gonna blend in and hide from all sorts of predators. Camouflage works best if you don't move. Sloths are upside down because this is the position that they are most comfortable in. It's easiest for them to maneuver in the trees in this upside down position. And everything about sloths is designed to live in that upside down lifestyle. Bart is a great individual. He's full of personality, which a lot of people think that sloths don't have. Bart's very opinionated. He will tell us what he likes, what he doesn't like. He's also very sweet and quite friendly. This guy loves to meet visitors who purchase a sloth encounter. And what they get to do is they get to come in, meet Bart, give him a treat, and sometimes you can even take a selfie with him. He loves to pose for the camera. You'll actually get to come into his house. This is his inside temperature-controlled house, but you'll also get to see his beautiful big backyard. I've known him for over 8 years. He and I have grown really close together. We work very closely together. So I feel like he really trusts me to hang out with him and make sure all the good stuff happens. here is a great animal ambassador for his species. And so when you guys come meet him, you can learn all about how cool sloths are and that they're so important to their ecosystems. And now you know Bartholomew, our two-toed sloth. He's one of many cute animals of Arizona, and you can come hang with him here at Out of Africa Wildlife Park.